Good morning, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I got Rosie here with me. Say hi, Rosie. We're just laying here after a very long night. I feel like I'm at the home stretch of long nights. Rosie's gonna be 4 months soon, so she's still waking up every 2 hours to have a bottle, sometimes every hour. But mainly every 2 hours, so she's feeding like maybe 3 times a night. And then also, that's not even the most difficult part. That's fine. That's whatever. Daisy is going to be 15 months, and I don't know if it's some kind of sleep regression. I know she's teething, but she also has night terrors, which causes her to wake up screaming bloody murder, and her eyes are closed, so she thinks she's still asleep. But she's also teething. So that's been making it difficult because I don't know if she's just teething, waking up, screaming, or if she's having a night terror, and it's hard to differentiate the two. It's just crazy. I want to wait till this period of teething kind of dies down. Well, usually it lasts like a week or so for each tooth. She has a couple molars coming in. She has a lot of teeth. Actually, some of them are really sharp. But yeah, I'm waiting until this kind of dies down to see if the night terrors kind of continue, or if she continues to wake up in the night screaming. If she does, I'm probably going to seek professional help or a doctor. I don't really know what to do with night terrors like this. My mom said I had them as a kid, but I grew out of it. I don't remember it at all. I mean, I was a baby. Hi, Daisy. She's doing great now. She wakes up. Oh, she wakes up just as often as Rosie does. Every 2 hours, screaming. And then has all the energy in the world at 8 a.m. You want to say something, baby? Her hair is getting so long and so blonde. And we're still waiting to see what Rosie's hair is going to look like. I'm so excited. It'd be really cool to see if she got like super curly hair, since Daisy has more kind of like wavy hair. But it's been a while since I updated anyone on anything. It's hard to do anything with 2 children, as you can imagine. So I have all this video footage, not a lot of time to edit, not a lot of time to brush my own teeth. So priorities. So if you're watching this, if I got a chance to put this on YouTube, then that's a miracle. That means I probably filmed this right now. It's January 18th, 17th, 18th. So whatever day this is, if this is posted in like February or March, whoops. But yeah, it's been crazy. Daisy got over a fever last week. I had a fever the week before. It's just really scary because it's pandemic time, and I'm raising 2 kids in pandemic time. So when they're sick, it's not just, oh, my babies are sick. It's like, oh, do I have to worry about COVID? And sometimes I don't worry about COVID because we don't go many places. But our doctor always worries about COVID. So they want to rule out any chances. They're like, oh, yeah, you should get tested. And I'm like, okay, but what if it's not COVID? They're like, well, let's rule that out first. So I'm like, okay. And then everywhere's booked with testing. You'd have to wait in a line at Castle for hours. I tried to book an appointment with urgent care, or tried to go down to urgent care like an hour after they opened. I signed us up. They said it would be 3-hour wait. They would call us. That was at like 9 in the morning. They called us at 4 p.m. I told them no. It was too late for me at that point. So that was crazy. So she got sick in December and in January. So we're in January now. So she got sick both times. And it just feels like this is becoming more patternist that we're getting sick. Like, I get sick right before my period every single time. So it's like it hits me, and then she gets hit like immediately after. Like, boom, boom. So I'm curious to see if this keeps going, because this has happened my whole life. My whole life, I would get sick right before my period, and not just sick, like flu symptom sick. Oh my gosh, you're binky. Don't mind me. We don't have a sheet on the bed. I have to wash the sheets because I want to wash them since we were sick. Hi. Oh, baby. I'll feed her. So I just remembered where I left off with all of you on my last video. We were preparing for Daisy's birthday party, and I remember I was going to do a vlog about her whole birthday experience, but there's a long story for that, and I can explain. So that whole weekend was the birthday weekend, Friday, Saturday. Her actual birthday was on Friday, and the Saturday birthday, we split it up because there was just a lot of people, COVID, all that stuff. Daisy ended up getting sick on her Friday birthday, like during the party. I set out the splash pad. I did all the water toys. It was like she played with it closer to like 4 or 5 o'clock, so it was already getting dark and getting cold. So she had her pretty dress on, and I just let her splash around in the water with her dress on. I was like, sure, why not? But I guess she was in her wet clothes for a little too long. She actually started to burn up a little bit, not a lot, but just a little, that it was semi-noticeable. So at the end of the night, I put her down, gave her some Tylenol. The next day, she's a little cranky, but I'm not thinking anything of it because I know she had a long party. I'm setting up for her second party, and during the second party, she was burning up even more. Like her feet, like her whole body was radiating heat. And at that point, she's never been sick. I don't know why I stopped recording. Yeah, she's never been sick before, so I didn't know what was going on with her. So it took her a whole year to get sick. But yeah, then after that, I took her to the hospital because she had 103 fever, and it just scared the crap out of me. And basically, the doctors were all making me feel better. Like, babies get sick. They're usually, they run hot. So that's not, they were almost laughing at me. Like, you're just a concerned mom. She's okay. Give her some Motrin, give her some Tylenol. I'm like, my baby's burning up and you're laughing, but okay. But yeah, so she was fine. But that's what happened. So it was a fun weekend. Might have been too much for her. It was just a lot of... Okay, it cut me off. But yes, that's kind of why I didn't put out a vlog, because I had a lot going on at that time. But yeah, she had a great birthday. I might recap some of that in this video. But since then, it was like birthday, she got sick. That was also Halloween. Okay, so we were supposed to go trick-or-treating that same weekend because her birthday's on the 29th. We couldn't go trick-or-treating. It was the most anticlimactic Halloween ever. I had costumes for her and Rosie, and I was really sad that I couldn't use it. And then Thanksgiving happened, and a great story about that is my family kind of wasn't on talking terms for all of 2021. I think, yeah, God, what year are we on? Yeah, they pretty much weren't on talking terms. It was split down the middle. My family rekindled right before Thanksgiving. Not because of Thanksgiving, but right around Daisy's birthday, when I had to split her birthday party in two. I don't remember exactly how it happened, but people started talking again, rekindling relationships. Whatever fight was going on was being washed under the bridge. So yeah, it was a great Thanksgiving. I had my family again because it felt like I was living with divorced family. Like I could talk to everybody, but they wouldn't all talk to each other. So it was a great Thanksgiving, and then Christmas time was kind of rough. So at that time, I was still on maternity leave, October, November. I hadn't figured out if I was going back to work or not. I didn't secure any kind of childcare to go back to work in person. Before, I was working from home. Due to the pandemic, I was able to answer phone calls and, do my work while I take care of my kids. Daisy. So after I had Rosie, I wasn't sure what the plan was. I knew I was able to work from home while I was pregnant with her for the last month. So it's a long story, but in conclusion, basically I had to make a decision whether I go back to work in person or I be a stay-at-home mom. But the choice was kind of made for me because I don't have any kind of childcare. It's really hard to secure anything like that in this day and age. For one thing, it's expensive. You're not just working 9 to 5. My shift starts at 8 and ends at 5. And then you got to account for travel time. So in reality, you're working more than 40 hours a week. You're working almost 60 just due to travel and all that, getting ready. So I feel like I'd be spending more time away from my kids anyways. So to me, this feels more worth it. Me and Josh had a nice conversation about it. Like, we discussed all of it. Like, it just made the most sense. More sense for me to stay home than for me to pay someone else to watch my kids and spend time with them. And we're gonna be okay. We're in a interesting spot right now, just due to, we're paying some things off. But we have future plans, which will probably make us okay, coming up probably around summertime. So we're just being patient. And yeah, in the meantime, I'm enjoying just being home with them. Oh, but I brought that up because Christmas was interesting. It was the most broke Christmas I've ever had. I don't even think I bought one small thing for Josh, but that was like back in November. Like, I just got him, like, what did I get him? Got him a hat that said Daddy. And he got a new gaming headset. But yeah, we did not buy anything for the girls. I didn't buy anything for my friends or my family, and I feel like that was just heartbreaking because that's my love language. I love to buy presents for people, and same with Josh. But the people in my life are so great. They were able to give my daughters presents, and they even got us stuff, which was cool. Not knowing we weren't getting them anything. But yeah, it was just an interesting Christmas, very low key. And that brings us to today. Oh, this is your song. Give me your answer, do. I think she knows this song because it has her name. Is that your song? Or a carriage, but you'll look sweet upon the street. Sweet, the seat. But yeah, as far as things coming up, my birthday's coming up next month. One of my good friends, Lauren, is getting married 2 days before my birthday. We have a really fun bachelorette party coming up before that. I can't say what it is in case she watches this before the party. And this month is all about taking care of business for me because everything I have is expired. My license, my safety, my registration. What else? Oh, I did my taxes finally. If the IRS is watching this, they're going to know that I was behind by 2 years. We finally filed for 2019 and 2020. Thankfully, we don't owe. Well, we did owe, but we got it evened out. But yeah, so we it evened out, and now we're gonna file for 2021. So your girl is just getting legal. I'm trying to be responsible. It's hard to be responsible with these two. You're so smiley. I love it. Oh, and I'm gonna do something interesting with my hair too. I'm probably gonna lighten the front pieces, but don't mind. I'm just living for the frizz right now. And then other than that, just trying to take the girls out as much as possible. It's hard though, because I swear I'm so tired. My day doesn't start till like 12 in the afternoon. But yeah, we try to go to the park as much as we can. So I'm gonna wrap up for the morning, and we'll see what happens with the day as it unfolds. Okay, I'm just gonna probably wrap this video as an update video for now because this is kind of a lot. But I just want to put this out there so everyone knows I haven't disappeared. And I look forward to posting more content, hopefully more frequently rather than every 4 months. But yeah, just know that I'm still here, still being a hot mess mom, and I'm loving it every single day. So I don't know how to wrap up these things. How do I wrap up these things? How about with a cute sleeping baby? We'll end on that.